So today we're really embarking on a mission, right? We want to bring you absolute clarity on a really vital corner of the cryptocurrency world. We're talking about the top global crypto exchanges.
Yeah, cutting through the complexity.
Exactly. Give you a sharp, up-to-the-minute picture. And our insights, they're fresh, pulled directly from a whole stack of the latest industry reports, analyses, all current as of July 2025. Okay, let's unpack this. What does understanding these platforms really mean for someone like you navigating this space?
Oh, it's incredibly important, truly. Think of it like a shortcut.
A shortcut? How so?
Well, it gets you instantly well-informed, knowing where the most significant crypto trading activity is happening, which platforms command the most trust, the most volume. That's absolutely key. It helps anyone looking to make informed decisions, whether you're trading, maybe investing, or even just trying to, grasp the market's pulse.
Right.
It helps you understand the flow of capital, market sentiment, all that stuff.
That's a crucial point. So what does that landscape look like right now? We've got basically a definitive list, the top 10 cryptocurrency exchanges globally. And it's ranked not just by sheer trading volume, but also, importantly, by their overall reputation and influence. Again, as of July 2025.
And it's probably essential to clarify upfront, these are all centralized platforms we're talking about on this list.
Okay. Centralized. What does that mean in practice for a user?
It means they operate with a central authority, much like you'd see with a traditional stock exchange or maybe a bank. And that structure, well, it allows them to support a really wide variety of cryptocurrencies, often hundreds alongside, numerous fiat currencies. Makes them pretty accessible for most people globally.
Got it. Accessible and handling lots of different assets. Okay, so based on this latest data we've gathered, let's get to it. Here's that definitive list of the top 10. Number 1, Binance. 2, Bybit. 3, Coinbase Exchange. 4 is Upbit. Then 5, OKX. 6, BitGet. 7, MEXC. 8, Gate.io. 9 is KuCoin. And rounding out the top 10, number 10 is HTX, which many people will probably remember used to be Huobi.
Yeah, the name change is relatively recent in the grand scheme. And what's fascinating here, I think, is the methodology, how these rankings are actually put together.
Right, it's not just pulling names out of a hat.
Not at all. They aren't just subjective opinions. They are primarily based on concrete, auditable metrics. We're talking things like 24-hour trading volume, just the raw amount of assets changing hands.
Yeah, right.
Then there's liquidity. That's about how easily you can buy or sell large amounts without messing up the price too much. Super critical for, serious traders, institutions.
Right, ensures the market actually works efficiently.
Exactly. Plus user traffic and, crucially, trust scores.
And it's worth highlighting, these metrics aren't just, the exchanges don't just report them themselves without checks.
Correct. They're aggregated and validated by leading industry authorities. Think CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, those kinds of places.
Okay.
That really lends a lot of credibility, a lot of weight to this list. It means we're looking at robust, verified data, not just marketing fluff.
Yeah, it's not just a snapshot, it's a deeply analyzed picture. That makes sense. So, with those criteria firmly in mind, here's where it gets really interesting. Who are the real heavyweights? The ones consistently sitting at the top, and what's their secret sauce for staying there?
Well, Binance really does maintain a dominant position. It's consistently leading the market, highest trading volume, highest liquidity, pretty much across the board.
What makes them so dominant, though? Just size?
It's more than just sheer size, although that's part of it. It's their aggressive expansion into all sorts of diverse ecosystems, think NFTs, DeFi, even their own blockchain, the BNB chain. Plus, they had that first mover advantage in many areas and just a massive global user base. That combination really sets them apart as a powerhouse.
Okay, so diversification, building that whole ecosystem around the exchange seems key. And who's hot on their heels? Who's next in line?
Following closely behind Binance, you've really got Bybit and Coinbase Exchange as the next significant players. They're consistently up there in the rankings. Yeah.
Interesting. Are they similar to Binance or taking different approaches?
Quite different, actually. Bybit has really carved out a niche with a strong focus on derivatives trading. Perpetual swaps, futures.
Yeah.
That attracts a lot of professional traders looking for high leverage options.
Okay, the pro trader focus.
Yeah. Whereas Coinbase, on the other hand, their strategy has been much more about prioritizing regulatory compliance and a very user-friendly experience. Super simple interface that makes it a primary gateway, especially for institutional money and new retail investors, particularly in heavily regulated markets like the US.
Right, so two very different playbooks, both clearly effective enough to get them near the top. What about some of the others on the list? Any other standout characteristics for platforms like, say, OKX, Bybit, or KuCoin?
Absolutely. Those ones, OKX, Bybit, KuCoin, they're particularly recognized for offering a really broad range of supported cryptocurrencies.
Like even more than Binance sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, especially for newer or smaller altcoins. They often provide deeper liquidity pools for alts that might not be as easy to trade elsewhere. And they also cater heavily to a more, let's say, seasoned crypto enthusiast by offering sophisticated features, things like margin trading, those perpetual swaps again, and increasingly popular copy trading functionalities.
Copy trading,
Yeah.
where you can mimic other traders.
Exactly. Lets users mirror the portfolios of successful traders. So, yeah, more advanced tools generally. Now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's really crucial for you to understand that these rankings, they're definitely not static.
Right, this isn't set in stone.
Not at all. It's a dynamic landscape. Think of it like a real-time leaderboard in a game that's constantly evolving. These positions, they can and they absolutely do fluctuate, sometimes quite a bit.
Based on what, mainly?
Well, ever-changing market conditions, for one. Big crypto price swings can shift volume around. Then there are new regulatory changes that pop up in different countries.
Yeah, regulation is always a big factor.
Always. And platform-specific developments, too, like maybe a new killer feature gets rolled out, or conversely, a security incident happens. All that can impact ranking. So this list, while it's current as of July 2025, it really is just a snapshot in a very fast-moving industry.
And that brings up another point, speaking directly to you, the listener. While this list reflects the largest, most influential global platforms, context matters. Right?
Absolutely.
It's vital to remember that crypto, for all its talk of being borderless, it still operates within a world of national regulations and local preferences. So for users in specific regions, let's just say Australia, for example, local exchanges like CoinSpot, SwiftX, Independent Reserve, they're also highly regarded. And they might be crucial for you to consider based on your individual needs.
Right, things like easy local fiat on-ramps, maybe better local customer support, and just navigating those country-specific regulatory frameworks.
Exactly. It's not always just about picking the biggest global player. Sometimes the best fit is more local, tailored to where you are. So what does this all mean? Where does this leave us? Well, hopefully, you now have a much clearer, more nuanced understanding of who the current global top players are in cryptocurrency exchanges. And maybe more importantly, the critical factors that define their position, everything from trading volume and liquidity to their specific strategic focuses, their approach to regulation.
Yeah, the why behind the who.
Precisely. You're not just informed about the list, you're hopefully better equipped to understand the forces actually shaping this market.
And maybe this raises an important question about I will see something for you to consider going forward. Yeah, think about this. How might the ongoing evolution of regulatory frameworks worldwide, and we're seeing increasing scrutiny, new compliance demands all the time, how might that continue to reshape this list of top global exchanges? And what could that mean down the line for things like accessibility for users, for innovation, maybe even for the geographic distribution of where the major crypto hubs are located in the coming years? It's a space that, it never stands still, that's for sure.
That's a really fascinating thought to leave you with, and it definitely underscores just how dynamic this industry is. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope you feel a little more informed and maybe even a lot more curious about the crypto world.